This is your second visit since the earthquake struck Japan in March. From your own observations or from what plant officials are telling you, what's the stage of recovery here now?
Oh, it has been spectacular. That means the first time I came here, there were barely anybody in the plant. As you remember, there were a lot of fear about the radiation coming out of the Fukushima plant. I mean, the ground was completely torn. We had pipes, you know, hanging from the roof. There are shutters everywhere. There was no light, there was no water, there was no fuel. You know, the plant team committed that would come back with reestablishing 100% capacity of the plant in a record time. And they told me, we want you back in the plant when we'll be at 100%. And I'm very glad that they did it in such a short period of time. We are on May the 17th. I'm today standing in the plant. As you know, the light is back. There's no problem of water. They are at 100% capacity restored. It doesn't mean that the plant is producing at 100% because we still have some problems with some suppliers. But the capacity has been restored at 100%. From time to time with some temporary adjustments which have been made. But we're going to take the time to fix these problems without handicapping production. Spectacular job done because the team has been showing a lot of resolution, a lot of firmness, a lot of teamwork. I'm very proud of the fact that many other plants have given a strong hand to Iwaki. I mean, obviously, the job has been done by the Iwaki team, but Yokohama helped, Jatco helped, Tochigi helped. I've seen many people in the plant here coming from different plants, and this is very rewarding.
Looking at how important Iwaki is to both Nissan and Infiniti, the expectation is in a matter of a short while, you're adding a second shift as of today. You know, when do you see it fully integrated, 100% output capacity?
Look, I think that without any doubt we'll be at 100% capacity before the month of October. We said that the whole Nissan will be back at 100% capacity without restriction in October. This plant will come before. And particularly with the kind of dynamism and strong will that we are feeling. We are already today at 75%. The team think that in June we're going to be even higher, 80-85%. We're moving very nicely. But Iwaki, which was the hardest hit of our plants, will be probably one of the plants that has restored the fastest, and we're very proud of the work which has been done here.
Pulling out a bit from Iwaki, there are some automakers, Nissan included, that say the parts and power supply will be the main factors out there. What are your expectations for both?
Well, I think the power supply today is not a problem in Iwaki. There's going to be a problem for all Nissan, particularly for summer months, where the government is expecting that the industry to make an effort in terms of, limiting the power use because of the energy crisis that the country is facing. And we're going to deal with that. We're trying not to handicap manufacturing facility. We're going to do everything necessary in the support functions to try to optimize the manufacturing capacity. Now, supplier is a different issue because, a lot of suppliers are back on track normally, but we are still working with some specific suppliers in order to restore the 100%. If it was depending only on Nissan, we would be today at 100%. Capacity have been restored. Unfortunately, we continue to rely on some suppliers which have been hard hit by the earthquake and the tsunami, and that's why we're saying 100% only in October.
Final question, sir. We speak about 2 months in a matter of days since the worst natural disaster ever to hit Japan. Reflecting upon that period, thinking of the heroes both within Nissan and across the country, what reflections do you have?
We have had two dramatic crises. The financial and economic crisis, 2008-2009, and then after this, the tsunami and the earthquake crisis. Every crisis carries its victims, and at the same time, it carries its heroes. So I think in Iwaki, we had plenty of people who have really done extraordinary things to bring the plant back, in shape. And I'm here today to celebrate our heroes, to recognize the work they've done, recognize that this plant has been the symbol of Nissan's strong will to overcome something which is beyond our control, which hit us on March 11th. And it's also a symbol of how resilient Japan can be in a situation where, you know, a lot of people were looking with a lot of sorrow about what hitting Japan, and Japanese people stood up in front of the challenge in a way which forced the respect of all the people in the world. And I'm very proud to be in Iwaki today, to be able to recognize this spirit, you know, with the team that deserves it.